Right, hello Year 11s, as you are. Just thought I'd send you a quick video. I just made one outside in the sunshine for you, but I couldn't actually see a thing on the screen, so I just had to come inside and I'll go through this pretty quickly. So you've been doing, in the weeks before half term, some investigations into foreshortening, taking photos, working from the photos, and using PicMonkey to manipulate photos as well. And I hope you know your way around that quite nicely now. I've had work in from lots of you. There are a few of you who haven't sent in enough work to me, and I would like you at this moment to remind you that you should be uploading your work as you're going along with it, taking photos of it if need be, and uploading it into Google Classrooms. If you've got any questions at all, then just email me through dtidale@rodinvalley.net, and I'll get back to you with any hints or advice or answering any questions you might have. But do keep in touch. Do keep in touch with me. So now we're going to move on to a new little project. It's going to carry on for the next 4 or 5 weeks, 4 weeks probably. And it's based on an American artist called Robert Longo, who created a series of work based on the human body called Men in the Cities. And it's one of my favorite kind of groups of work that this guy did. They're drawings, but they're drawings from photos. He set up a photo shoot with his friends, and then he drew from the photos that he took. You're going to do the same thing. So I'm going to show to you an example of some of his work now. Smooth this, isn't it, eh? Well planned, like all my lessons. Here we go. Okay, so this is what Robert Longo did. These are the examples of some of his work. So these are guys dressed up, and they are captured. They're drawn in the correct proportion. They're beautifully drawn pictures from photographs. Great detail, exact proportion, but they are bodies which are being captured at a moment where it looks like they're just about to fall. They're just out of balance, and it looks like that moment just before they fall to the ground. And it's almost like they've just been shot or punched, hit. And Robert Longo himself actually said that he was inspired by a picture he saw of a soldier being shot. He's also got them dressed in suits, shirts and suits. And this makes me think of stockbrokers, people working in the city, outwardly very, very successful, but actually going through what seems to me like some kind of emotional turmoil inside, like they're having a mental breakdown right in front of us. And it's that moment where they just give up and they just fling their arms around and they're just about to collapse to the floor because they can't take it anymore. Perhaps, maybe that's just my interpretation of it. So this one on the left is a drawing, guy throwing his arms about and throwing his head back, he's arching his back. The one on the right is actually a photo, which was done for an advert, I believe. Again, shows great movement and distortion, strange shape to the body. So there you have the examples of Robert Longo's work. What I do with this project is you're going to be doing some research on Robert Longo. You're going to be watching some videos, which I'm going to send links to you now. You're going to be finding out about his work. You're going to be making notes from those videos as well, including quotes from Robert Longo, particularly on the first video, which is him describing his work and why he did it. The second video talks more about Robert Longo and his life and his other pieces of work. I'm more focused on the Men in the Cities project. The third video is actually just a PowerPoint really put together by somebody else. But you're going to learn about Robert Longo and you're going to make notes ready for making an artist research page next week. Okay, but you're gonna research him now, do the reading and the watching first. After that, you're also then going to do some studies into body proportion. You're going to be looking at how to do gesture drawings to make the body in the correct proportion. And you're going to then do the best bit of this project, which is normally something we do in the class. As a class, we'd be going out to the sports hall, laying the crash mats out on the floor and taking photos of each other as we fell in the very same images like you've got in front of you here, and trying to capture that moment where the body is just out of balance. And we always have great fun doing that. Unfortunately, you're obviously not going to get the chance to do that because you won't be there together. But maybe you could in the coming weeks. Maybe you could get together with your people from the class. You could be in your back garden and you could make these pictures. You could do this photo shoot of each other doing these crazy falling down little gestures and capturing that moment on your phone. You're then going to do drawings from that image that you create. Okay, so return to school. You, where am I? I hope I'm not silenced. That'd be really bad. Turn off my. No, okay. Return to school. You are the year group we are obviously concerned about because you're coming up to GCSEs in 11 months' time. And so the plan is that you and the year 12s will be the first year groups to be returning to school. So in a couple of weeks' time, you will be invited into school, but it won't be for lessons. It will be for a meeting with a senior member of staff. It will be you coming in to talk about your progress, talk about what you've done and what you still need to do. Also gives me the chance of taking in any work from you, if necessary, and giving you equipment that you will need as well, including a sketchbook or paints, colour pencils, chalk and charcoal, whatever you might need. I'll do my best to try and supply it to you. However, you won't necessarily be meeting with me. You'll be meeting with anybody, but I will try and set that up for you. Having said that, it's not finalised yet. We have to wait for government guidance and find out what's actually happening there, but there is a plan in place. We hope they'll be doing some lessons before the end of the summer term, where you can come in and do some learning in the classroom, but it will be small groups of people at a time. And it will be starting with people who haven't done enough at home, people who are worried that we're engaging enough with the work. If you are continuing with your work and you're uploading your work at home and you get on with it just fine, then you won't be invited in as a priority. It's the people who aren't doing enough first. Having said that, it's all a plan and we hope it all works out. And I really do want to see you before we go for the summer holidays. We just need that contact together, I do believe. I'm sick of working at home. But we will put that into action when we can, and Miss Jenna will be sending out a letter to you as and when. So I'm sending you this instructions for Robert Longo. The first week is quite simple. It is just looking into his work and making some notes. I'll send you some further prompts and direction for your artist research page for next week. Your work is due, I'm going to send out on Monday this week, and it's due back in on Monday as well. Right, I'll leave it there. Stay safe.